Well, summer's a time for kids to enjoy the weather and, of course, head out to camp. And through Camp Buddy, there are hundreds of local children with Down syndromes who get to do just that and have a summer experience that blends learning and fun. Joining me now to talk about Camp Buddy, Joe Marchese and his daughter, Ella. I'm trying to get it right, you know. You could be a made man. We want to be careful, so.
I don't know.
But I'm more worried about Ella because Ella's a karate star and she's also gone to Camp Buddy for 16 years now. Ella, just tell me first, what's so great about Camp Buddy?
Camp Buddy is actually really fun because they actually have more people like me that do more things than having fun.
That's really good because, Joe, I see even on your shirt, it's educate, advocate, and celebrate,
right,
which are also important. When you started this, that was the idea, wasn't it, to try to celebrate some of the folks in our area?
Yeah, so, you know, Ella was born 19 years ago. She'll be 20 in October, and we had our first Buddy Walk, and people just showed up and loved on these kids. And so one of the therapists years ago, so we have physical therapy, occupational therapy, special education, and PTOT, speech therapy, and special education, all combined. These kids think they're having fun, but they're learning. So one of the years they were tearing paper because you're working on that pincer grip so that they can get the strength to hold the pencil. They're breaking crayons at hand, but the kids are like, why would you ever break a crayon? Because you can't write with your fist if the crayon's broken. Oh. So all of these things that they're doing are just leading on to more, you know, they're gluing, they're getting tactile information, they're putting pom-poms in different colors, they're following patterns, they're putting skewers of fruit together, following shapes and patterns, and she excels, man. So we just have a blast. So it's a great, fun week, but there's an incredible amount of learning that's underlying it.
So interesting that you have that fun celebrating it all. So you do all these things. You like to draw, you like to do different things. What's your favorite part of when you do the camp?
Being part of the camp is actually spend time with my friends because I have a bunch of friends who have the same awareness I have, and it's kind of cool that I can see them and hang out and do things.
Yeah, so we put inflatable boats on four-wheel dollies and ran up and down the hallways last year.
Oh, that's great.
It was just phenomenal. So that, you know, they're working on their core strength, balancing on that four-wheel dolly. You know, they think that we're out. It's, you know, we're telling them, you know, they know where they are. We had inflatable axes and, you know, an inflatable Velcro axe target.
Sure.
You know, so we're throwing axes and we're being pirates and we're doing all kinds of things.
But that's your best part, is you like having all the friends that are kind of like you, that you guys can talk about it and do things, right?
Yes, I really like that. It's something I really enjoy doing.
Yeah, see, that's probably the best part too, is seeing that everybody is the same at that point too.
Yeah, we're all different. That's why we're all the same, you know, and it's not about what you can't do, it's about what you can do. And man, I'll tell you, give these kids an opportunity, they can do anything.
We were showing some of the video too, and they're having a blast out there every chance they get. I mean, you started this with just a couple families in our area saying, we want to do something for our kids, but for other kids too.
Sure, you know, that's why Night of Champions came out. It helps with employers to understand that people can't, with different abilities. Ella's actually working. She started working at Rincon Elementary School. She'll be back there in the fall. We've got Michael Holton, who's working in technology at South Effingham Elementary. Ella's actually going to be at Rincon Elementary. Sorry, I think I might have said the wrong one. But, you know, what a great thing for these kids to see someone with Down syndrome as a teacher, someone that's educating, someone that's reading to them, and it just changes your whole perception. So the camps do it, Night of Champions does it, the Buddy Walk does it. We're in the parade every year just so people can see a bunch of beautiful kids just coming by. And,
mismatched is good. That's what we always talk about with the socks on there. Yeah, there you go. I knew you had them.
Today,
so,
you know.
But we also talked real quick. We can't really go into it deeply, but you're saying Michael's has got a great program that they're now involved with. We're going to talk about Camp Buddy, which obviously, if you want to get involved in Camp Buddy, want to come, you still are accepting some folks in Chatham County right now.
If you have a need in Chatham County, give us a call. Just go to your website, and you can find out all the information, and we will fit you in.
Joe's got it better than I do at this point. So go to WSAV.com. We have all the information there. Ella, if you tell anybody, why should they come out to Camp Buddy?
The reason why you should go to Camp Buddy is actually getting a lot of fun experience. And I want you guys to enjoy something that your kids will be involved and do. Because I know that people have Down syndrome or a different kind of awareness. They can come and have fun.
That's the best part over there. And Ella's also in a play coming up too?
She actually was starting a student film. For,
student film, that's what it was.
A SCAD student, and so it's called Hold Your Horses. And
Yes.
we're waiting for the editing to be done. We're really excited about that. And that was just a great community event too.
All right, Ella, now your job is you have to say, now here's Scott with the weather.
And now here is Scott with the weather.